Today we're going to be talking about some pretty epic stuff. Let's dive in right now. Because of how big of a show it is, over the years, there have been many SpongeBob fan projects, like the SpongeBob in Real Life YouTube series by J Chase Films, Lego SpongeBob, the YouTube channel that made Lego versions of classic SpongeBob episodes, the very disturbing animations made by the YouTuber known as Pamtree.
If you didn't want bones on your pizza, then you should have asked for a boneless pizza.
Etc. But some of the coolest fan projects that have come out over the years have been when tons of SpongeBob fans have come together to reanimate iconic SpongeBob episodes and stuff in different animation styles. And there have been quite a few of those. A Help Wanted run, a Band Geeks run, and my personal favorite collab, one that reanimated the entire SpongeBob movie from 2004.
I'm in control! Seize him!
There was also going to be a pizza delivery collab like half a decade ago, which I was actually going to be a part of, but unfortunately I don't think it ever came out. But it is what it is. What I love most about these collabs is how they get a ton of SpongeBob fans to come together and share their passion for animation, love of SpongeBob, and to add their own unique personalities and ways of expressing themselves creatively to every scene. And like every few seconds, these collabs will switch to being animated by a completely different person, and you'll get to see their creativity. And some of these collabs have even raised money for the fight against ALS, which is what the creator of SpongeBob, Steven Hillenburg, sadly passed away from. These collabs are a love letter to this animated show that was a big part of many people's childhoods. And that's awesome. Not to do a shameless self-plug, but I recently finished releasing every episode of my own love letter to the show, a SpongeBob fan-in series named Super Sponge. It has a total of 3 seasons and 1 Christmas special, and it's not like all the crappy and cringy stuff that is usually associated with fan-in stuff. I put an insane amount of time, effort, and energy into making this show the best it could be. It's basically a show inspired by the Season 3 special, The Sponge Who Could Fly, with me wanting to take the concept of SpongeBob having inflatable pants and becoming a superhero in a completely different direction. Like other shows I took inspiration from, like The Owl House and Adventure Time, Season 1 of Super Sponge basically begins very light, with not much of a focus on heavy continuity and anything like that. But then, as it goes on, an actual story arc does begin to be told by the end of the season. And the season 1 finale is basically the turning point where the show goes from being just about SpongeBob having inflatable pants to him then using them to be a superhero and fight bad guys. And if you like high quality superhero shows like Spectacular Spider-Man and Teen Titans, then seasons 2 and 3 will really be for you. And also if you like a bit of sci-fi. So much happens in this show. I took it in so many different directions. In season 1, there was an episode where the 2 different versions of King Neptune that are canon to SpongeBob go face to face and fight each other. In season 2, SpongeBob joins the IJLSA. They fight a team of bad guys. They go up against an army of vampires and Dracula. There's also an episode about Mermaid Man that is a love letter to the 1966 Batman TV show. And in season 3, there's an alien invasion, a huge and epic 3-part finale. And also, if you like superhero shows with actual heavy emotional moments in them, believe it or not, there are actually quite a few of those in Season 3, and Season 2, and Season 1. But if you are like, hey, I'm just a fan of SpongeBob, the show is also for SpongeBob fans too. Despite all the crazy and out there places I wanted to take the series, I also wanted to make sure it stays faithful to the things that make SpongeBob awesome. There's a very SpongeBob-esque message to the entire show about positivity and having a hopeful attitude, not becoming like a Squidward. And there are many aspects and moments in the show that are very SpongeBob. This isn't just a show about action. It's a show about what it would be like if SpongeBob characters were placed in a bunch of action scenarios. And I made sure the personalities of every SpongeBob character that appears in the show are completely intact, especially SpongeBob himself. Just to prove it, I'm gonna read a quick little scene from the Christmas special that if you are a SpongeBob fan, I think it will win you over. Okay, Plankton was sitting around in the chum buckets. SpongeBob showed up. Hey Plankton. What do you want, SpongeBob? I'm busy sulking. I have a present for you. SpongeBob walked over to Plankton and held out a little object in wrapping paper. Is there a bomb inside? No, just open it. Plankton grabbed it and took the wrapping paper off. A snow globe? It was a snow globe with a mini replica of Bikini Bottom inside it. I figured since you're always talking about wanting to rule the world, I could give you your own little world to own. Plankton started tearing up. It's the most thoughtful gift anyone's ever given me. I couldn't have asked for a better foil to my plans than you, SpongeBob. Ah, shucks. That right there is just a very wholesome moment in the special that, in my humble opinion, captures the essence of SpongeBob and who the character is. Anyways, if you guys want to check out Super Sponge, I did put all of it on the SpongeBob fandom wiki, where it actually has a few approval templates. But I'd rather link to the wiki I created, so the link to the entirety of Super Sponge on the Cartoon Post wiki is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching this video. Cartoon Post out.
He's the ultimate Willy the Worm, a half a century, and forever he's the ultimate Willy the Worm.